Hello and welcome to the larger chapter on measuring marketing performance. In this short video, I will address one question. What is it? What do we mean by measuring marketing performance? So what is measuring marketing performance? Well, the more formal definition would say is that this is the evaluation of the application of marketing resources, which can be financial but also non-financial, to achieve measurable gain in return on investment, which can also be financial and non-financial, while at the same time ensuring quality in customer experience, delivering customer satisfaction, delivering on customer value, doing things slightly better than competitors, and so forth. All other kind of soft targets, if you like. Why measuring is important? As Peter Drucker said, because if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. And when you think about this quote, it should immediately become apparent how kind of relevant it is. Because if you can't measure something and know the results, how can you possibly get better at it? For example, imagine trying to lose weight without ever kind of stepping on a scale and weighing yourself. Or imagine to try and get better at the game of golf, but never keeping the score. So you don't know if you are actually getting better or not. This is why we always want to understand how well we're doing before we can improve things. In the definition of what is measuring marketing performance, we noted that it is the evaluation of the application of marketing resources, which can be financial and non-financial. And we also said in order to achieve measurable gain in return on marketing, which can be financial and non-financial. So let me just address briefly what is meant by financial and non-financial marketing resources that we invest or put in, and then what is meant by financial and non-financial gain in return for marketing. So if we look at the first one, financial and non-financial marketing resources, well, mostly you can imagine that you are going to be spending money, right? So you will be budgeting marketing, so this will be financial. However, what if you have several brand managers working for your organization and you are simply getting them to work on particular project ideas by them investing their own time? For example, they look after social media sites or they try to design videos from scratch and so forth. So you're not kind of putting like financials or money directly, but you're using their time instead. So whilst you can argue that from accounting point of view, this wouldn't be seen as financial investment or cost of marketing because you're paying them salaries, and salaries would normally be seen be kind of like a part of the larger pot of the salaries rather than marketing cost or marketing investment. So you're not really seeing this as you're spending the money, but you're using a lot of the time and you are paying them high salaries. So at least you would say these are more indirect costs. Okay. So when we look at measuring marketing performance, we want to understand not only the money we put in, but other non-financial resources that are also costly for our organizations. And the other point, what do we mean by financial and non-financial gain in marketing? Well, of course, you can say that most of the organizations will care for their financial profitability. Yes, they can say that satisfying customer needs and wants are at most important goals for us. However, they're doing so in order to get financial return. So that's understandable. However, to start with, there are plenty of organizations around the world that are not for profit, okay? Charity organizations like NHS in the UK, churches, and so forth. So they want something else. They want to attract more members. They want maybe more publicity and so forth. So they're kind of like trying to attract other things. Or you have startups that some startups set up with a prime goal so they can be acquired by larger startups. For example, Dollar Shave Club were bought by Unilever for $1 billion. the company that wasn't profitable, but they generated a lot of buzz among customers. They had a pretty good satisfaction scores. They also offered access directly to the customers that Unilever or Procter and Gamble would you normally not have, because they always use a middleman to sell their goods. So there can be other gains you can get, not just financial. Remember as well, when Facebook or now Meta bought WhatsApp app and paid $20 billion for the amount of money for which they could have bought 20 most expensive football clubs in the world. And I really mean it. So why did we pay so much money for an unprofitable app? Because it generated some other return, which was non-financial. It was the most active social media platform. It attracted a lot of people, and by many different metrics and analytics, it outperformed Facebook then. So these are the examples of non-financial gains. So hopefully that clarifies. Here I would like to make a note about the different terminologies we use, so vocabulary. So you are going to come across things like marketing performance, marketing effectiveness, marketing efficiency, marketing optimization, return on marketing, marketing analytics, marketing measurement, marketing accountability. You will hear terms such as ROI, ROMI, MROE, which is the return on investment, return on marketing investment, and marketing return on investment. So don't get confused. They all broadly mean the same thing, and they're all part of the larger subject of measuring marketing performance. So in this larger chapter, we will cover key aspects related to all of that. And whilst you can be kind of like a little bit picky and say, well, isn't marketing performance more like an action or practice of evaluating the results, and marketing analytics are more the means by which it is achieved? That's fine. However, marketing analytics will fit into the larger subject of the marketing performance. So be sure we will address all these key issues. And it is really useful to differentiate between two key terms we use, efficiency and effectiveness. So efficiency is more barometer of how operations are accomplished. It's about doing things right, doing things correctly. It's more productivity metric, okay? So productivity is perhaps a good word to describe efficiency. So imagine you're following the instructions precisely, so you're being productive. Or you follow some technical steps in how to be a good runner. You read lots of books. You're very good at the puzzle. However, effectiveness is something different. It's about achieving goals, and it's doing the right things. So being in your direction. So basically, efficiency to do with doing things right. You do things well, right? Sometimes I like to use analogy. Well, suppose I have to do my work, right? Maybe a research paper, but instead I clean the house. I might be very productive at cleaning the house. I'm being efficient, but not being effective because I'm not doing the right thing. Okay, so efficiency is to do with doing things right, and effectiveness to do with doing the right thing. Thank you very much for watching this short introduction video about what is measuring marketing performance. Hope you found it useful. If you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.